Hello, this week on Convincing Idiots, you have us live in person together for the 300th episode. We're going to talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift getting married. The Village People, the lead singer, passed away. We're gonna touch on that. Gene Wilder AI is coming to us all. And the summer blockbusters, we get into that quite a bit. And then what we'll call the main topic, we actually share our favorite moments and our funniest moments of our 300th episodes.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Well, it was beautiful. All of that and a lot more. So go ahead and hunker down, get ready, and let's start the show.
Enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
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 Call it again? Convincing Idiots.
Convincing Idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
These kids today.
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
three friends representing three different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Nick got the whole poop.
I'm standing in the sea
Caucasian.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots 300. My name's Dean, the Zennial.
I'm Brian Gen X.
And I am Millennial Nick. This is Convincing Idiots, a weekly podcast of three friends representing three different generations. We get together here, not always here, but usually on a call or something, each and every week to discuss all things nerd and pop culture. So if you out there are watching or listening and enjoy nerd and pop culture topics, and you have not already done so, please feel free to find us on all of your favorite social media accounts. We are on the vast majority of them. And to make it nice and easy for you, the listener and or viewer, we've put links to all of our social medias on our link tree. So go to Google, type in Convincing Idiots Linktree. That's LINKTREE. And there you can go right to the social media account in which you choose to engage with us. Hopefully it's all of them. We appreciate any type of engagement. Like, subscribe, rate, review, tell your friends, all that good stuff. We even have on our link tree, there's a link to our merch store if you would like some fine Convincing Idiots merch for yourself or a loved one. We also have a link to our website, which has all kinds of fun stuff there. Or you could go there directly, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. This is This is episode 300 of Convincing Idiots. It's roughly, I mean, you know,
Well,
we've had some repeats.
The repeats
but this is a 300. This is
the
300th
300th time
Yeah.
we've come to your podcast.
This is the
Right.
300th
Right.
time we haven't totally given up on doing this.
Right.
So that's kind of a big deal.
300 weeks? Is that also accurate, or are we close to that?
Well,
Pretty
300
close.
weeks we put something out there.
It's gonna-
Right,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
what I'm saying. That's,
So,
yes,
yeah.
that's
Right.
what the 300th is.
So
Maybe
whether
not
you
the-
want it or not, for 300 weeks, we've been coming at you with either new shit, old shit, all kinds of shit. So, so cheers to you, fellas.
Cheers, boys.
It's a pleasure to reach this milestone with you, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Anyway, as we have a toast, what are we drinking tonight, Dino? What you got there?
Oh, I'm going old school. I got Coors Banquet.
It is a banquet.
It is a banquet.
Mm-hmm.
Figured, what better time to have a party, and where are you going to have it? In a banquet hall.
That's right.
Here we are.
It's a good call.
That's right.
Good call.
What about you,
Brian?
Brian?
Well, I gave one to Nick as well, so he can talk about it as well. But it's from the Garrett's Mill in Garrettsville, Ohio. It's a birch beer. Excellent. If you like root beer, you'll like this. It's like drinking a root beer, but it's a beer. It's excellent. So if you're in the Garrettsville area, go check it out. They have great food, great service, great beer. And if you've ever been to Garrettsville, Northeast, go check it out. Nice, low-key afternoon. Do some hiking, do some shopping, do some drinking, eating. There you have it.
Those are like all of my favorite things.
There you go. Enjoy it.
It gets my seal of approval. I'm having the same.
You had a
Thank you,
couple
Brian,
dicks
for
in
that.
there, and
Dude, it doesn't get any better than that. Nope. But yeah, no, very good. Like you said, it just tastes like a root beer, and it's fantastic. I've had some of the hard root beers before, but that one definitely takes the cake. That's the best one I think I've ever had.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
I went a couple weeks ago. I had a peanut butter and bacon burger.
Mm.
Man, that was good.
That'd be good. I've had one of those.
Yeah,
It's not there, but
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one in Columbus one time. Yeah, it was a peanut butter bacon burger.
Yeah, amazing.
what, Hodges had one.
Oh,
Man, I miss
yeah.
it.
I wish they'd open.
Yeah.
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 I check all the time to see like where they're
Yep.
at. So, Northeast Ohio area, Barberton area, obviously. Hodges is a big staple, but yeah, love Hodges.
Hodges was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, give me idiot recommendations here, fellas. Anything you watched or?
We started on the
Whatever.
final episode of The Bear,
No.
Okay.
The final episode?
or the final season.
Okay.
You're going to give a review of the last episode?
We're not at the final episode yet. We're about halfway through the season. They seem like shorter episodes for this last season, but still very good.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched it? You guys ever watched The Bear?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's not easy to watch. It's enjoyable.
It's almost, it's a little bit, it's intense. It's intense.
It's very tense.
Sometimes, not all episodes, but like a lot of them, when you're in the thick of it, they do that on purpose to create that that tension of
And they have
the
that kind of the
chaotic
music behind it.
Yeah.
And like the first episode of this last season, they how do I put it? You don't know what the fuck's really going on, but you think you do.
Okay.
Like they're not explaining things, but it's, I don't know. Check out the last season and tell me what you think.
Okay.
We're about halfway through. We watched about half of them last night.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't started the last one yet, but yeah, I love that show. I tell you, well, you saw. I met Matty Matheson
Oh yeah,
from the band. Yeah. Went to his band's concert, Pigpen.
Did you get to like meet him?
Oh yeah. Well, we walked right in the front door, and like him and their other guitarist, who is also a member of a band that I like a lot. I was wearing their shirt, so as soon as we walked in the club, and they were sitting at the bar eating some burgers and stuff, and he looked over at me, and was like gave me the gave me the point. So I walked up to him, and was like, "What's up?" Bump knucks with him, and said, "Hey, big fan." And then finally, I was like, "Hey, I don't mean to be a complete weirdo, but I'm like, can I take a picture with you guys?" You know what
Right.
I mean? So, big fans of both of them as well. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
that was cool. Yeah, but yeah. So.
What about anybody? You got a recommendation?
I'll give you one here. I'll give you a partial recommendation that is a watch and a full recommendation that is a listen. So we'll start with the partial. I've started watching the Lorne Michaels documentary on Peacock,
Okay.
which is very interesting. And the only reason I've only partially watched it is because my children like to interrupt things and start like talking to me about other shit, and I just never finished. I made it through the first part of it.
Are your kids like mine? Like they start into stuff and like they don't understand that you don't care?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've
All
even
right.
told them. I've
Straight
been
up,
vocal about it.
I don't
I'm like,
care.
I don't. And I've even told them, I'm like, once there's certain topics and they know what they are, that I'm like, once you start, my eyes glaze over and I'm just not there for the
And they don't care. They
I
just
let
don't-
you say it
Yeah.
at me, but
They
I'm
just
not
need to
in
have it
taking
come out of their
it
mouth.
at all. And
They
they're
don't
like, okay. So yeah, that happens. But no, so
I guess
far
I'll
so
tell
good.
Mom I'm in pain.
You start talking about the last time you could feel your toes, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just don't. Yeah.
Hockey. Yeah.
Yeah, I get. Oh, wait.
Okay, good. You're shitting blood. Just go over there, please. Christ.
Go brag to somebody else. I don't get out of here. No, but that so far is really interesting because Lorne Michaels, obviously the creator of Saturday Night Live, and
Right.
It goes through the history in and out kind of his time with Saturday Night Live and time away from Saturday Night Live, and then it's interesting because he's a very secluded guy. He's very private. He's not really out there a lot, and that even people in the beginning of the documentary, they're like, "Ooh, you're doing a documentary on Lauren." They're like, "You're gonna have a hard time. You're not gonna get much." So, but it just follows him around. It's very interesting. It's very interesting inside look. So, so far so good. Like I said, halfway through. But and a listen that I will give a recommendation to. I started listening to the Tom Green Farm, which is Tom Green's podcast and television show on Crave. But unfortunately, unless you're in Canada and have access to Crave, you cannot watch the full episodes. But he does all these. Yeah, he lives on a farm in Ontario, and he's got Tony Hawk and all like the different kinds of people that Jay Barish, a lot of like Canadian icons and things like that. But it's been really interesting, and he brings all different kinds of people up there, and then he just talks to him on his farm, and I guess the episodes have a lot more. So like when the Tony Hawk one, they like built a ramp and like skated with him, and like he was going to try to start skating vert and stuff like that. Tom Green was
Right.
So I think it is the Tony Hawk episode is the first one, and it is available on YouTube, the whole episode. But the rest of them are just available via Crave. But his podcast, the Tom Green Farm podcast, are like 20-minute segments of each of the episodes where he takes out certain parts of the interview and Jen gives you like a little interview of him talking to these people. So it's very good, very interesting.
Are you sure Crave doesn't have like its own app? Have you ever checked?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've tried to look, unless you have a VPN and you do go through all that stuff, and like you can't access Crave in the States. But yeah. So, but very good. I would recommend.
Okay.
Brian?
I started watching X-Men 97 Season 2.
Okay.
The first episode, good. It's good.
Yeah.
Very good. If you like the X-Men, you like the X-Men classic anime, it's just great. If you didn't watch the first season, go back and watch it. It's on Disney Plus,
Right.
But just very, very cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Same animation style, storyline's cool.
Yeah.
Just a lot of fun.
I used to love that cartoon when I was a kid. I mean, I think most people my age like watched that when it was out, like in the 90s. Like it was incredible.
And this builds up to Apocalypse Rising this season, whatever. So it was one of the, certainly the big villain, one of the big villains of the X-Men, know. So, yeah, very cool.
Cool.
Check it out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Some pop culture stories here, guys.
Let's get into it.
Why don't you, when do you guys start this week?
All
here?
right.
Go
Well,
ahead.
I don't even need to look at my notes to tell you what the first story is. And I know this is near and dear to Nick's heart here. This weekend, when you're listening to this, it'll be a Monday, and so it's going to be past. So when you're listening or watching this, the Kelce Swift wedding has already happened. It's happening this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
In
I
New York
believe
City.
tomorrow, as we're shooting this on the 2nd, so I think on the 3rd is the day.
At Madison Square Garden, is that where they're doing it?
Is that what they're doing it?
It's in New York City.
Yeah, New York City.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were just going through a ridiculous list of celebrities that were going to show up and everything. I think all of us have a little stake in it because the partial owner of the Cleveland Guardians is getting married, so that's very important. And Nick's favorite artist is getting married, so like that.
Yeah.
That's a lot for all of us.
I thought it was, and actually, I thought it was interesting and actually very fitting that as the United States of America celebrates their 250th anniversary, or their 250th birthday, I suppose it would be, that they finally are having, in celebration of that, they're having America's having their first royal wedding. That's essentially what this is.
Right.
They
could have put this on pay-per-view and cleaned up.
Oh, sure.
I asked Robin tonight because I was like, "Do you think they'll televise the wedding?" And
They
she
should
looked
have.
at me with disgust and disdain, and I was like, "She goes, why would they do that?" And I was like, "Well, they televised the royal wedding." And her reply to me was that, well, this is a little different. I said, it's actually not. I would argue that this is the closest thing that America could have to a royal wedding.
Yeah.
Kelce aside, he doesn't matter. Let's be real. Taylor Swift getting married is the closest thing you could have to a queen. I would argue that she's the biggest pop culture icon since, I don't know, fucking Michael Jackson. I don't know. Like, I mean, and then, like, it's her.
And
wedding.
if you look at back in 1981 when Princess Diana and Prince Charles got married, you know, that was televised throughout the fucking world.
Sure.
And that was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the ratings were huge. It was during the day. And I think that was a level of pop culture because,
of course,
you know, in England, it's going to be culture, right? That's their princess and their prince getting married. So when it goes across the pond, that turns into pop culture, correct?
Yeah.
So in a sense, you're right. That is, you know, buying away U.S. royalty of some sort.
You think of
know,
global
or world
fans?
royalty.
Global fans will definitely be trying to. They'll be trying to catch all the, you know, all the clips and everything that they can. I'm sure they'll be very strict. I'm sure there'll be like no video.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there'll be. So once you're inside there, I doubt you'll see much of anything.
Knowing her
during the ceremony,
I'm going to guess if you want to watch the ceremony, if you want to watch all the hullabaloo about it, she's probably got film crews there putting some sort of movie or documentary together.
Sure, yeah, that would make sense to at least to have, if nothing. I mean, for themselves.
But I mean, but the way she markets stuff, everybody's going to get to see it.
It'll be the next
so
big
everybody
blockbuster.
calm down, right?
Put it out in theaters. Yeah.
Yeah,
So calm down. It's coming sooner or later.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. You're right. I can't think of any U.S. celebrity wedding at that scale.
No.
Even when Michael Jackson got married, it was strange.
Yeah.
Well,
you know.
Well, he got married to Elvis Presley's fucking daughter.
Right.
That's like.
Yeah. It made a lot of news, but it wasn't at this.
But they didn't have like a whole big ceremony, did they?
I don't
like
think
there
so.
was a little more private. Like
I
this
think
is
so.
like a whole invite.
Yeah.
There was rehearsals last night. I read. I mean, it's like an actual, you know, somebody getting married. You know? I was at a wedding this past weekend, and I don't want to brag, but I might just have been the worst dancer on the dance floor. So I've been told.
It's good to know that you're consistent.
It didn't stop me though.
Yeah,
it didn't stop me.
That's good. That's good. No shit.
I danced from beginning to goddamn end.
Yeah.
I danced my little heart out. I had a good time.
Yep.
Nobody cares.
That's what weddings are for.
Nobody
That's right.
cares at the end of the day.
But
I thought he was saying that nobody cares about your dancing wedding
No,
story.
no. When you dance, nobody cares.
Nobody
how
cares
you look
what
when
you
you
did.
dance. Nobody really
that's
cares.
that was my best pop culture thing that I had.
cares.
Me dancing.
Nobody cares.
Shut up.
Nobody cares, Dean. Nobody cares. So yeah, Taylor Swift getting married. That's my first story.
Sure.
Anybody else got anything?
Well, that was my only one, and you just took it. So, as I told you upstairs, so I don't have any stories. So, Brian, go ahead. What do you got for us? When you were like, I'm going to start out with Kelce Swift.
Well,
I'm like,
we'll balance out the emotions a little bit here. So
There's got to be something else, you know.
no. Go ahead.
All right.
What do you got?
We'll talk about a death here for a minute here, guys. So sorry.
We wouldn't be convincing idiots
Well,
without
you
a
can't
death
ask-
or AI.
Dude, it's episode 300. This is
When
supposed to
AI
be-
dies,
right.
wow, this fucking podcast is going to explode.
This is a taste of convincing.
That's right, that's
There
right.
has to be obituaries.
That's right. Victor Willis passed away.
What are you talking about?
Right. I did not know the man's name either, but I do know exactly who he is. He was the founding lead singer of the Village People.
Oh.
He died this past we're shooting this on Thursday, as you mentioned already, July 2nd. 74 years of age. He co-wrote some big songs for the band.
Okay, before you do it,
Yep.
right now, name me a village people
be
song
good English.
that is not YMCA.
Oh, I know a couple.
Do you?
In the Navy.
In the Navy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Macho
okay.
Man.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I know.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all everybody
I
knows.
know those ones too. I just didn't realize.
Now,
I
did it say which one he was?
He was the lead singer, so he was.
What did he dress up like?
Yes.
He
that's
was
big
the.
thing.
What was
like,
his costume?
He was like the motorcycle cop or whatever.
Okay.
Were they like Slipknot? Did they do like every show in costume, or was that
Same.
just
It was the same
They-
character.
Really?
They were put together. I just actually heard about this. They were put together by, they had a call, in a paper about auditions for this band that they wanted to put together. It was meant to be for the LGBTQ community. Like it was put together for that.
Okay.
In the thing, they wanted people that were that could sing, that could dance, that were rugged, and also in this ad it said they must have a mustache.
Okay.
It was part of the deal.
That could be made up, and I would believe it.
I think NPR or something like that. Like I heard it.
Really? So they had a very specific
Yeah, it was very specific vision
exactly
of how it
what you
was.
got.
That's right.
I don't think they all had a mustache though.
Well, one of the guys refused or something like
The guy
that.
that was the Native American character, or whatever. I don't think he had a mustache.
That would have been accurate, though. 'Cause I don't think
Correct,
they had.
correct. I think that's maybe where
Yeah.
you have it. But in the article, I remember them saying that in the
Everybody else did.
looking for
Yeah.
the ad,
Yeah.
they said they had to have a mustache. And I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah. The ad for this, everybody had to have a beard for this to participate in this.
They still let me in somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because your beard stayed at home tonight.
Very good. No, but if you're certainly Gen X, you know those people's songs, and everybody knows YMCA.
Yeah.
If they play YMCA at a baseball game or something like that, most people know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. So rest in peace. Fun songs, good career.
Yeah.
You know, the man battled addiction and different things. He had to work through that, but he did live a long life. So rest in peace.
Indeed.
AI again, gentlemen, makes the news. Last week we talked about the AI version, Michael Caine reading the Odyssey. So similar story out there this week in this. It's the same company, and they are called. It's right here in front of my face here.
They're called iPad.
No. 11 Labs. That's what it is.
What is it?
11 Labs.
They said 11 laughs. I was going to say that's about what we get here per week.
Per week.
11's high, actually.
Very generous, sir. Very
Per
generous.
quarter, per year, perhaps. Yeah, the Spotify laugh graphic is, it's very, very anemic, a flat line. Anyway, so
Kind of like
there's
the guy
a
from
new,
the Village People.
yeah.
But
Yep. There's going to be a new game show on Netflix called the Willy Wonka. There's a new Willy Wonka show. So it's going to be called Wonka's The Golden Ticket.
Okay.
Premieres on September 23rd. It's going to follow 12 contestants as they navigate a series of challenges inside Wonka's chocolate factory for the chance at a grand prize.
So they're going to be in. It's not virtual. They're going to be in like some
They're
sort
gonna
of
be
castle
set.
or set or whatever.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
And just like the movie, if you lose, you're dead.
Die.
I really like this.
Yeah. I'm on board.
Yep. You're going to blow people up like a big blueberry.
Sure.
Shit like that. Shoot them out through the ceiling and the ceiling fan, whatever. No, but
We all agree that Willy Wonka was a serial killer, right?
Absolutely. A child
Yeah.
serial killer.
Yeah. I mean,
strange.
yeah. I mean, he murdered a lot of people that day.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did they ever sign a waiver upon going into
I think they did.
Did they?
Yeah.
I think they had a scene at the beginning of the movie. They really
Yeah, where
did.
they said you
had
guys
to
are going to
sign
go
a
into
wall
there
or something.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then he's
Whatever it
fine.
was. Yeah.
Well, I don't think waivers. You can get away with murder.
I'm sure. Well, if it says in the waiver that
So if I
you're
had
liable
so
for...
if I had a lawyer, say Brian's my lawyer, and he draws up paper saying that, if you step on my toe, I'm allowed to murder you, and you do, and I kill you, I'm not going to jail.
If you signed it away, I think
If you
that's
sign
okay.
it away, yeah, I don't
I think that's what it means.
I'm not sure. That's
Yep.
You
correct.
signed it.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
If you
some
didn't read the fine print,
I
that's
got
on
some
you.
papers for you to sign later. We'll get to this.
This ends up in a Village People situation.
That's right. No, but they're going
I
to...
had the mustache. Sorry.
It's okay. So they're going to use Gene Wilder, the late Gene Wilder, who, of course, played the original Willy Wonka in the movies. They're going to have an AI version of his voice that's kind of hosting the show somehow, either hosting or promoting it, whatever. So again, just like with the other voices
But
on 11 Labs.
It's going to be it's going to be a video, though, right? It's on Netflix.
I don't know how they're
Unless
going to
they
do
like
it.
AI. I mean, you can AI him.
You can AI him, but like it'd be weird if the article is about using the voice.
I
If they're
don't.
going to be using the face too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. And also, then if he's interacting with the contestants have to act like he's there.
Oh, maybe it's a Clutch Cargo thing. Remember Clutch Cargo, where they had it was the straight like picture of a cartoon face, and it had a human cutout mouth, talking for it.
Clutch Cargo.
It was back in like the 60s, 70s.
Yeah, like Conan and different shows.
Yes, Conan did it with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
He did that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They did Trump and they did they did Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton.
Clinton, they did
Yep.
a bunch of that stuff. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. It's not clear how they're doing it, but it's his voice at least is promoting it. And it sounds like he's gonna host it as well. So again, it's done with permission of his estate. So his wife, his widowed wife, is given permission and everything like that. She's excited for it. And again, it just like we said last week, it's just another opportunity for his estate to make money using his voice. And I don't want to hear any other voice besides Gene Wilder do Willy Wonka. Personally, we said it upstairs. We don't want to have the Johnny. We want the Johnny Depp weird Willy Wonka version.
No,
I think most people try to forget that ever happened.
Right.
Yeah.
How weird though, eh? Like if you're his wife, like, I mean, and yes, she's given permission, and like I'm sure there's a certain element to that would be really cool, but also like, how weird to like see a representation that is so
It would be creepy.
realistic,
Right.
of your significant other who's been passed away for
Yeah,
how
'cause
long? I
it's
mean, my
not
God.
that long. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's one thing
Well,
like if
that's
you
true,
brought
yeah.
back goddamn Lincoln's voice, you go, nobody's getting creeped out by that.
Right.
But you bring out
Like
somebody
you-
that's just recently passed, you're like, wow,
2016 he passed
Yeah,
away.
that's not
that
far
1883,
away.
yeah.
Right, 10 years ago, yeah.
I mean, in some respects, so too. It's like your loved one he's living again in some capacity.
Sure, yeah, it would be.
So it's,
there would be an
hearing
element of cool that it's
new
really
things
yeah.
that your loved
Sure.
one is saying that you've never heard before, and that I'm sure it'll be very emotional. But
Yeah,
that's kind of interesting.
yeah.
Like
I don't know.
if you had the chance to have like a loved one do that, and have their voice come back in full sentences and be able to give messages, would you want to hear that?
Yeah, I think I
Okay.
would. I think for me, I think it'd be very cool to hear something like my dad
Yeah.
Yeah,
or my grandparents or something like that. And it would be sad,
yeah.
but it would be, I don't know, also be very
Kind of cool. It
Nice,
would be, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? There's that double side of that coin where I feel the same way. I would, like if I could talk to my grandparents again or something like that. But it would be like, it would be weird being like, this is manufactured. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of trippy.
Yeah, but you gotta
it
like
would be
take
cool.
yourself
Yeah.
out of that.
Sure,
part, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Because
yeah.
you know what it is. It's not like somebody's trying to fool you.
Right.
You know that it's going to be AI. You know it's going to be, but it's still hearing their voice. You can, they can tell you stuff that you've never heard. You haven't heard in a long time or never heard before.
Yeah.
I mean, your dad's still around, but like for him to say like, "Hey, I'm back from getting cigarettes," something you never heard, you didn't get to hear.
Yeah, it would just be, it'd be very emotional.
I don't be surprised, man. I don't know if they're making this technology or not, but I would not be surprised at some point whether there's an app or there's something out there that you could pay for or whatever it is, and you could say, hey, if you had audio, that's the whole thing. Obviously, if,
because they'd have to recreate it from something.
See,
but
if
if
that's
you have audio
the
of
case,
somebody, you can recreate it.
when I die, I think I would like to have some sort of like voice box in my casket. So when people, walk up solemnly and look in the casket, like I whisper, "Come with me," just to really fuck with people.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's possible.
And we will make you funny on future episodes of Convincing Idiots after you're gone.
Good
So-
luck.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done 300 episodes and I haven't got there.
Well, we have enough audio of your voice to make it'll think of it. I mean,
Well,
you won't
that,
have to.
that also assumes that you guys know jokes too.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
We don't have to. AI will.
AI will do it. Okay.
I'm saying. There's
Why
a-
don't we
that's-
fucking do that now?
I know, yeah.
We've said enough words.
Yeah.
Let's just put our voices
Well,
in
on
AI.
the official Convincing Idiots board meetings that Brian and I have quarterly, we have discussed
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So
Yes.
What are these? What's happening?
Don't worry
don't
about
worry,
it. It's
yeah, it's
fine.
fine.
It's fine.
No,
Don't
I
worry
mean,
about it.
oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, we discussed the vision of you like the Weekend at Bernie's type Dean, you know,
Yeah.
He's propped up with sunglasses or something.
There's some episodes in the
I was going to
first
say,
season
we've got visual evidence of that, too.
kind of was that like that. I at least remember a couple episodes, or I was told about a couple episodes. All right, next,
Go ahead.
Nick, you got a.
I don't. Did you guys know Travis Kelce?
You got a next story?
Are getting married. Well, let me tell you about the next story. All right, I do have a story for you, and this is the real story.
Let's hear it. I love the real stories.
This is the real deal. All right, and this can help not only us here, and it has at this bar this evening, but you out there at home. In fact, the real story is the Blake Insurance Group. Okay, it is an independent agency in Barberton, Ohio, offering personal care and support for all your insurance needs. If you need auto, home, business, or life insurance, hey, give Aaron a call. He'll treat you with the honesty, respect, and the care that you, and even Dean, that's right, deserve.
Wow.
Call Blake Insurance or Blake Insurance Group at
Not that easy, is it?
234. You were just waiting for me to stumble.
Not
a little
that
bit. Just a little
easy.
bit. Enough of that. Give Aaron Blake and the Blake Insurance Group a call at 234-571-5359 or find them online at blakeinsurancellc.com and get your free 5-minute quote today and start saving. That is a story for you, my friends.
All right.
Probably the best story of the evening.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
And we would also like to take this time to thank Aaron Blake and Blake Insurance Group for, we've mentioned on past episodes, not only do they let us read their ads and let you guys know about the savings they provide, but Aaron Blake is the composer of our opening intro, the guitar chords
outro as well,
and the outro. So big thanks to. He's a friend of all of ours, and we appreciate.
Well, you also hear his voice. I know you don't listen to the podcast, but you do hear his voice giving us an intro in the beginning before every episode.
I hear his voice actually read me the Odyssey at night when I go to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it's not even AI. He tucks you in, kisses you on your little head.
Yeah.
Aaron Blake reads War and Peace.
There it is.
That's
Doesn't get much better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
Well, one movie maybe having sort of the worst of times is Supergirl. Guys, so struggling. The headline is struggling to take flight at the box office. So it has debuted apparently to a disappointing 37.1 million, or 3,600 North American theaters, and 62.6 million globally. As of this past Monday, it is below Sunday's estimate of 38 million domestically and 68 million worldwide. So not too terribly far off, but it was targeting a 50 to 55 million domestic start. So it's a little bit behind.
That's unfortunate because I was, I'm not necessarily. I know Dean's a big Superman guy. You like
Sure.
The characters never really appealed to me as much. And I'm not really, but the Superman movie that came out was it last year?
It was about a year ago.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was amazing, and coming from that kind of viewpoint, that universe, I was very excited for this. And she makes the appearance at the end of that film. So I had kind of high hopes for Supergirl.
Yeah, I still want to see it.
Yeah,
I'd
be interested to see it.
I don't think it's fair. It's kind of like when you hear these reviews and people give them this star, that star. Watch it on your own. I've actually, despite what Brian just said, I've heard actually a few different people said they've gone and seen it and loved it. They said it was fun.
Really?
It's not the best movie, maybe not even as good as Superman, but it was a fun movie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take some people that I've talked to, and I'm going to go on that.
I had a buddy tell me that's the closest he's ever come to walking out of a movie.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, wow, okay.
Really?
But
Okay.
there again, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's difference in opinions, and
Sure.
that could be. But I think he was also expecting a different type of Supergirl than the one that is advertised
Sure.
in this one. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of laid out at the end of Superman, like how she.
Yeah,
you know,
she's a
what
mess.
she's- yeah, right. So, which is, I think, kind of a fun, fresh, different kind of
I agree.
thing for Supergirl. So that kind of added to the intrigue for me. So I still, like you guys said, I still want to see
I'm
it.
gonna go see it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is it
It might be a $5 movie Friday or Tuesday thing.
Sure.
I don't know that I'm, it's a whole
Sure.
Tinseltown with the recliners and
Right.
do it all
Yeah.
big, but I definitely would like to see it.
Yeah, is it because it's I'm not trying to sound sexist or anything like that, but is it just because she's a female superhero, or just a lesser? I should say lesser.
No,
So she's pretty well, because look at, like, didn't Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel
Yeah,
they do pretty good
Yeah,
when it
that-
first came out?
Yeah, that was sort of overall a disappointment. as
Right,
well in the
comparative
box
to the
office.
other ones, and
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think again they're comparing this to other superhero movies. What did you say it made?
It made. Let's see here. Last Sunday was 38 million domestically and 68 million worldwide. So I think they have to get to a break-even point is 300 million. So they were hoping to earn at least 375 million. So it's tracking for a loss at the moment.
Sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, given that the money that they need to make back, but I still. I mean, look at all of the other movies. What they bring in. It's still not doing bad. I mean, comparative to just other movies in the box office in general, right?
What's killing it right now? I mean, Toy Story 5 is
Is that out now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
What a movie for, like, also, I know we've
cleaning
kind of
up.
talked, maybe touched on it, but, like, what summer for movies, eh? Like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Absolutely.
Because I was, like, already with Mandalorian and Grogu, you got
Yep.
Toy Story, Spider-Man's coming, The
Oh,
Odyssey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. Like,
Like Spider-Man's going to be part of my next the next story.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Toy Story 5 has made let's see here so far, 275 million domestically and 585 million globally after just 12 days in the theaters.
Okay.
Toy Story 4 made a 1.7 billion, so they're figuring this could even beat that. So
I mean,
but that's a huge franchise.
Right, yeah.
And I know I've-
family movie.
I've said in the past that I've gone on the soapbox of they should be able to put all this stuff out. If you're there and you like it, go to watch it. Don't yuck on somebody's yell, right? With that said, fucking Toy Story, enough already. Jesus, how many do?
but
we
they're
need?
good. They're always good.
That last one was not great.
It wasn't the best one,
Ugh.
but they're always solid.
Yeah.
They're always good.
I mean, I haven't seen all of them. There were some I skipped,
Yeah.
but that last one I saw, I didn't quite care for.
Second one I didn't think was the best, and the fourth was okay. The third one was fucking amazing.
Is that
and
when you get
very
the
hard.
toys away in the third one?
That's the hard. The
kid gave
third
toys
one
away?
is like the incinerator. I was like, oh,
That one was
my
awful.
god.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! Like, what is happening right
I mean,
now?
at a certain point, does it become the Fast and Furious, where they're going to put them in space, or have like robots fight them? Like, what the fuck?
As long as it makes $1 billion.
Yeah, and I mean,
we'll continue to see
people
them.
will like I said, I've never seen one of them that I'm like, I wish I didn't watch it.
Right.
Like, they're always good.
mean, do you
they're always
go-
entertaining. They're always funny. They're always,
When
like
Tom Hanks or Tim Allen passed away, do they still continue?
Yeah, AI.
Do they bring AI
yeah,
in?
of course. Yeah, absolutely.
That would not be
Right.
shocking.
Yeah. But they
Well,
do.
that
I
was
mean,
shocking.
but to say it's just, it might not be a franchise you're as big of a fan of. But don't you want Star Wars to keep putting Darth Vader in things? It's the
No,
same
that's
thing.
why I gave the preface of it.
Yeah,
That's why I
I
said
mean,
it. I
yeah.
understand my hypocrisy right now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I understand my hypocrisy right now.
Yeah.
It's just it just maybe I'm biased and a little annoyed that it's taken a box office from Supergirl, which I was hoping was to do better. I don't know.
Yeah. You can't fuck with Toy Story. You just
No.
I guess not.
can't.
No.
It's like Shrek too. They keep pumping out Shrek movies,
Right.
And like,
Well,
people
that
will
goddamn
just-
Minion Groot things keeps.
Oh.
Okay, those. I don't know if this is. You guys watch these movies?
No, I've seen a couple
I
of them.
took
I don't
Peyton to
even
go
know how
see
many.
the original Despicable Me, and that was cute.
It was.
Yeah, that
I'll
was a
agree with
good
that.
movie.
It took a while
It
for
was
me to
not-
see it,
the
but I
Minions
did.
were were support characters.
Correct.
In that one.
And I've never seen
We like that
any of
one,
the
but
Minion movies.
These other ones
I will
could
you,
not have less interest.
that entire franchise, I don't understand.
I
I don't think they're funny. I don't think they're entertaining.
Right.
I don't even like, you know what I mean? Like the
not for
the,
us.
the Pixar movies and stuff like that. There's always like they're fun for everybody. They're you know, adults appreciate them and kids
Right.
appreciate them, and those ones, the Illumination Studios movies.
Yeah.
I don't think they're. I understand people think the Minions are funny or whatever, but like every time I see another one come out, I'm like, oh my god! Like for me personally, like I said, and kids are the target audience.
I don't
so
even
as long as
know
kids like
what
them,
Minion
that's it,
movie
but-
they're on. For some reason, I keep thinking that there's always a Minion movie coming out, and then they get shelved, like,
Yeah.
or there's been a TV series. Like, I don't know how many of these little bastards movies been out.
There's
There's
been
4 or
3
5.
Despicable
Yeah.
Me's alone,
Okay.
and then there's been a
That's
couple
enough.
Minion offshoots. I
Right,
think.
so there was this
But I don't
girl
care.
on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. It was a funny skit. She was she spoke fluently. Maybe her family was from like Slovenia or some. We'll say that. I'm not 100% sure what country. You know, when the people do the cameras where like they're talking to them and then they switch over in a different hat, but it's still the same person. They're being somebody else. That's the skit. And she's like, do you know the Minions are Slovenia? And she goes, no, that's stupid and kind of offensive. Puts back, yeah, really? Then say your grandfather has gave your grandma a blue checkered dress at the mall. You know, gave a whole
yeah,
this
like
sentence.
a crazy sentence.
Yeah,
and
and
it
then
turns
she
out to be Minions.
and then she goes, okay, and then she starts doing it, and it sounded exactly like Minion talking, and she's like, oh. I mean, it was a really funny scene.
Yeah.
I butchered it, and I wish I could remember that girl's name, but it was really funny.
Yeah, yeah. People are nuts over it. Like there was I heard a story that there was a collaboration that Wendy's did, and there was only a couple select ones, like in California or something like that, where they had this Minions experience. So like you basically it's a drive-through at Wendy's, and they put a couple like tunnels or whatever that you drive through like in the archway, and maybe show the movie on the thing, and it's literally for like a Minions themed Happy Meal with a toy. It's just like this woman waited in the car with 3 of her children for 7 hours to get this fucking thing.
No.
And
child abuse,
they have adult
really.
ones and children ones. So there's an adult meal with an adult toy, and Minions.
Yeah,
you can imagine. No,
the burger had Prozac on it.
Yeah, it was
Fuck.
crazy. I'm like, can you imagine like having young children in a car for 7 hours to get a
You get to
Minions
the end
meal?
of that tunnel at Child Services is out.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Right,
ma'am,
ma'am, you have to step
it's
out.
time. It's over.
You can keep
Here's a fun question.
the Minions toy, but the children have to.
There's a fun question.
She'd be like, okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Name the restaurant. Name a restaurant and one of your favorite movies, a movie, or the coolest movie that you could do a Happy Meal with right now, off the top of your head.
Right now,
Do a Happy Meal with? What do you mean, like?
Just McDonald's and Jaws. You know.
Oh, like a collaboration?
Yeah. That's a better way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, any movie, any restaurant, doesn't matter. Off the top of your head, doesn't. I'm just
Let's do.
like I would do.
Taco Bell and Nacho Libre. Nacho. Yeah.
I was gonna do Arthur Treacher's and Jaws.
That's good. That's good.
You got one?
I don't know. Give me a Texas Chainsaw Massacre Happy Meal. I like it.
There you go. Yeah.
From what store?
McDonald's. Give me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Taco Bell because that's what's going. It looks like it's coming out at the end.
The box would be like the house.
Yep.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You have like a Leatherface action figure.
Burger
Okay.
King and Game of Thrones. There you go.
Ooh, see?
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff you could do.
Hmm.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Very good.
My favorite
Okay.
mashup ever, though. This is maybe another offshoot.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite? So, like behind us on the bar here, Dean has some of the famous
Yeah.
Looney Tunes dressed up as superheroes from McDonald's.
From the 90s,
Yeah,
mid-90s.
and I had a lot of those too. One of my favorites was when episode 1 was coming out, and Taco Bell had which actually you gave me the Darth Maul. There was drink toppers, and then they also Taco Bell actually did a couple. They also did like for the
those were cool.
anniversary of the re-releases of the original trilogy. Taco Bell had fun little Star Wars toys and stuff. But
That's why I had a Nobu fighter. Where it like balanced on the end.
Yeah.
I had one.
I still
One
have
of
some of
those.
those. Those figures and stuff are pretty cool.
My favorite, I honestly don't remember. It was either Taco Bell or I'm sorry, Burger King or McDonald's. But they had the Garfield coffee mugs, and they had a series of Garfield coffee mugs. And I have one somewhere in a box over there of him and Odie in a canoe.
Nice.
But that was my favorite.
That's cool.
Collaboration.
What's that? Okay. I remember the Star Wars ones were the best when I was a kid.
Yeah,
certainly.
I like the jam jars too. It may not be a
yeah,
restaurant or a fast food.
Was it
Smuckers,
yeah.
jam jars. For
I've got the Winnie the Pooh ones. They had like different Winnie the Pooh.
Ooh, Burger King's old school Star Wars.
The glasses.
Yes, the
Yeah, I've got
yeah.
the Return of the Jedi.
I've got a Lando Calrissian.
Yeah. Nice.
Those are great. And the posters, you don't see those anymore.
You don't see the posters
Like it was like
anymore.
Burger Chef at the
Yeah.
time, and other they
Right.
had pretty awesome posters back then.
I follow a lot of like vintage like 90s accounts and like different things like core memories unlocked and things like that you forgot about, nostalgia pages. And it always brings a smile to me when they show the McDonald's glass mugs from Batman Forever, which they're
Yeah.
you were like, does anybody want these? I'm like, fuck yeah, because I think I still had the Batman one, but you had Riddler, Two-Face, Robin, and I think so I was like, that was the whole set. But those were cool. $1.99. You buy a Big Mac meal,
Yep.
and it was $1.99 extra to get a nice glass mug with like
and those
3D.
those were legit.
They're nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
We're still using them.
Good.
What was the was that the only Batman one, the Batman Forever? Didn't Tim Burton's like maybe the sequel? I remember like what was the sequel with the Danny
Batman
DeVito?
Returns.
Batman Returns. Didn't they have one of like that?
I'm
Batman
sure they
Returns,
did because
I
it
think
was.
they did have plastic cups you could buy or whatever, but I don't think it was like
It wasn't like the big
glass
glasses.
mug.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
they did
those
have
glasses
plastic
were-
cups.
that was-
Okay.
And they did have McDonald's. They had the little they were almost like little Hot Wheels cars, but there was like a Catmobile with Catwoman in it and a little
Maybe
penguin.
that's what I was thinking.
With the penguin
Yeah.
in it and stuff, and yeah.
Speaking of superheroes, Sadie Sink. You guys know her. She's the she played Max in Stranger Things.
Okay.
They're reporting that she was offered. Sadie Sink was offered Mystery Spider-Man, Brand New Day role without an audition, or they didn't even give her the actual script to keep because it's obviously so secretive. I know a lot of people.
So she knows. It's not a mystery to her. She knows what
She knows
she's
now,
playing.
but like when she auditioned, she didn't audition. They offered her the role, and I think that's what this article is more getting at, is that she wasn't like, even though she was in Stranger Things, but like she's not like a huge star, but she didn't have to audition for this.
Okay.
Like for some reason, this and what a lot of people are assuming is Jean Grey. Is a lot of people's speculation of who she's going to be playing.
I can't remember the character now too. There was another
Could be
Spider-Man
somebody else?
character
Okay.
that could be as
Is
well.
your question to see who we think she would play?
No,
Because I have an idea.
by all means. I just more open up discussion. I saw that and I found it interesting that somebody like she's not like a huge star yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's not the upper echelon, and to not even audition, like for her then to reach out and give her the role is fantastic. She was great in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And I think she'll be great in this. But I just thought it was interesting. I just want to know what you guys thought of like, some of these, Tom Holland and all these guys. They audition, right?
Right.
When they were nobodies, they auditioned. And again, she's not a nobody,
Yeah.
but she's not like an everybody.
Well, you
if
do
that makes
hear
sense.
stories of like some people they're like they just have a certain they're like when we thought of this actor when we wrote this story. Or you know what I mean,
Okay.
and they're like they've got their sights set on somebody right for this role. So maybe
That
it's
makes
like that
sense.
where they're like, hey, like we want you to be a part of this, if you will
Right.
be. Like, we really think you'd be great at it. And to me, I wonder if, just with her, appearance and the red hair and stuff, I'm like, what if they introduce a Spider-Verse type of situation where she is Mary Jane, a more traditional style Mary
That
Jane?
was when she was first announced, before they started doing some of these previews. They were actually, that was a lot of the rumors.
Okay, yeah.
Because of the red
Yeah,
hair
just the
and
red-
everything,
yeah,
that was a
obviously
lot of the things.
It's an iconic character, and she typically in the comics, that's how she looks. So she would make a great Mary Jane if they. And I mean, you've heard. I think the plan is to at some point introduce a Spider-Verse thing and kind of cross that over to the live action. They want to do a live action Miles Morales, and they want to do, So I mean, that perhaps could tie in somewhere.
Yeah. So how excited are we about the Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Oh, I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, very.
Now, are you excited as you have been for? I mean, all right, like the end game and all that. Maybe that's unfair, but like just in a generic Marvel, Sony idea, movie. How excited are you? Where would you rank it? I guess is my best.
Probably a 10.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
I mean,
you're
'cause
that excited.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man's always been my main guy.
Okay.
I think they've done a great job since they've taken over from Sony. Just didn't know what the fuck they were doing with Spider-Man.
Right.
Terrible storyline, we said before. I love Tom Holland as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So, I mean, they're all great. I mean,
Yeah, they've
Zendaya's
not
great.
missed. I mean, I
the kid who
didn't
plays Dead
love
Leaves is
the-
great.
The one with Mysterio, it was a little less enjoyable than I wanted it to
It was
be.
the lesser of them.
But
It was
it still was a
good.
good movie.
It
Yeah,
was still good.
Yeah, because I love the character Mysterio too, so I was really hyped
right.
about that. But
I-
it was still a decent movie. But
It was only just slightly annoying that they made Mysterio fake.
Well,
Yeah.
he was fake.
yeah,
In the comic books, he was as well.
Yeah, he was like that's what he was. He was like he just used illusions. He was like a stunt man.
Ah,
Not a stunt man.
okay.
He
I
was
thought
a special
okay.
effects guy.
All right.
That's what he was. And then he just used special effects and gases and whatever. That was all
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Mhm.
Yep.
So Nick, you're on board. You're at
everything
10?
you just said. I'm way more excited than any Avengers movie. I'm way more excited because
I mean, on the street. That's cool.
Anything Spider-Man is immediately, because it's certainly my favorite Marvel character. It's one of my favorite comic book characters ever. So anything that involves Spider-Man, immediately I'm in on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm like
Punisher's there. I mean,
it's
it's.
Right.
I mean, I
Yeah.
love John Bernthal as a Punisher. Yeah, it's going to be great.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is the movie of the summer
Is it?
for
Okay.
me to see. Yeah. Also very excited for the Odyssey, but like I mean, I'm a much bigger Spider-Man fan than I am of Greek mythology as a whole. But so, I mean, I always enjoyed those stories as well. But yeah, no, Spider-Man. So
Okay. So we're excited about the Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
What about in the winter? I mean, obviously, what is it? Not Doomsday, right?
Doomsday comes out around Christmas time. Yeah.
Yep. We're excited about that. We're okay. If Spider-Man's on a 10, you're not there.
5, I don't know.
Okay.
No, I'm stoked for that too.
Okay.
I'm really excited to see what they do with that. I mean, I'm just to see Robert Downey Jr. finally as what they do with Doctor Doom. Is it going to be
Sure.
a Tony Stark, a multiverse variation?
And
Just
just for
see the
anybody that
X-Men
was
coming, the X-Men,
and the Fantastic Four, just seeing them on the screen together.
That's going to be great. I'm definitely excited for that as well.
It could, and I'm sure it's not going to be, but it could be a shit movie. You know what I mean? Like like written and stuff. I'm sure it's not going to be, but I'm saying
I doubt it will be.
No,
I think because the formula is still there.
my point is, it could be a shittily written movie, but just to see those
Shitly
characters,
written, I like that.
Right?
Shitly written. Yeah.
shittily written movie, but just to see all of them on the screen together is going to be worth it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I think this podcast is shittily written, if you ask me.
I would agree. Yeah.
All right, anybody got anything else, or we want to take a little break there?
Yeah, I think we'll take a break.
All right, I'm going to make piddles in the toilet.
All right.
Love it.
Right
I'm gonna
on.
go watch because I can do that. We're all together.
Yeah. I might pit on your chest. Who knows?
Hey, we'll see. And so will you when we come back.
Back in 2 shakes.
Oh.
Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell 2 enemies.
Five, 4, 3.
Hey, welcome back to Convincing Idiots. This is episode 300. It's an extravaganza. This is usually the part. Oh, sorry. I'm Millennial Nick. You know, there's Gen X Brian, there's Zennial Dean. This is usually the part where I tell you what we're going to talk about for our main segment, but we don't really have that. We're just rolling with it.
Shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit for our 300th episode. We've had a lot of good memories here. What's next on the docket?
I think with the 300th episode, I think we could, for our main topic, talk about our favorite memories, our favorite moments of the past 300 episodes.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll start.
Okay.
I don't like this show, so I don't have any. Brian, what about you?
I was going to say, some of my favorite memories are the weeks we took off and Brian ran reruns. So that's...
They were still numbered.
Yeah, we weren't doing anything. There was no mental prep.
No, but seriously, I think some of my favorite memories, and unfortunately, and this is not fair to say to the podcast, but some of my favorite memories are the shit that, like, when we were done filming, like we were half in the bag.
Yeah,
we'd done the wrap up, we'd done our everything, and we were just shooting the shit. And some of the funniest moments that we definitely could not air, to the public, were from some of those after show conversations we had.
Yeah,
that's some of my favorite memories. Like we said from the beginning. Part of the reason we've done this is to become rich. The other part is to...
which was why we're still doing this, because it hasn't happened yet, so
yet.
we're going to keep going until it does.
But the other part is that it gives us an excuse, the three of us, to hang out and keep in touch.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't do this, people, people
don't... drift away, you don't see each other as much. People have busy lives.
You got lives, you got work, and you're like, oh, well, I'll talk to you next week, or, I'll give you a call next month. This has given us 300 weeks, in a sense, to force us to talk to each other.
And furthermore, even if when it's not when we're together doing this, we're in conversation in a group chat of talking about things to either sharing information. Did you see this?
Or we're just sharing stupid memes and jokes with each other.
Yeah. So no, you're spot on with that. Yeah, it's hard to pick favorite moments for me. There's certainly different staples and things that I enjoy about the podcast. I will say one thing that we did one time that I really liked, and I don't know that it translated well as a podcast, so it's probably why we never did it again. But I did enjoy when we did the watch along for Airplane. That was an early one. Because I'd never seen it, but we all hit play at the same time.
But if you remember,
we were on a video call. We were on a video call. Yeah. We didn't air it because
it was early on. It was COVID, so we couldn't.
That's right.
So we, because Brian has these movie nights where we all go over there and.
Well, this one I remember specifically we shot because we wanted to get
your reaction,
my reaction to it in segments and be like, okay, what'd you think of that? What'd you, we did. I think we stopped like halfway through the movie, and then we did a check-in. We did it before, then we did a check-in, then we did an after episode where we discussed and stuff like that. That's
an interesting
concept
it was fun. to
cool
revisit. What movie would you present to us? Like we presented to you Airplane. What movie would you present to us that you don't think we've seen that maybe you have?
Ooh. Well, I don't know.
White Chicks?
No.
Man, my daughter
and it's not even like a one that's like, this is a staple in comedy, you have to see it, whatever. But like, I'm sure there's movies that I've seen and really like that maybe you just haven't or whatever. Yeah. Have you ever seen The 5-Year Engagement with Jason Segel and Emily Blunt?
Nope.
No.
That's a good one.
Okay. So
That is
we're gonna watch a rom-com, which I'm okay
It
with.
kind of is.
Sure,
I mean, it is, but it's a Jason Segel
Sure.
one. But yeah, it's quite good. It's heartfelt too, but it's a good one. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's hard to say because any big comedies that are of my genre, like you guys have seen The Hangover. You guys
Right,
have seen. I
right.
mean, anything that
Well,
Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell's, but all these big comedies that are of
in
my
this idea,
era.
but in this idea, it wouldn't necessarily have to be a comedy.
True.
I mean, it could be a drama, it could be a horror movie. I mean, hell, you have a better chance of me not seeing a horror movie than anything.
Same though.
Right.
I don't.
So maybe Brian can check
I don't watch
us
those.
a horror movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
So what about you guys? Anybody has any memories? Favorite parts, bits, moments?
I put down a couple of things here. One
Yep.
was the first episode.
Yeah.
Just that we had talked about doing it for so long.
Right.
We should do this, we should do this, we should do this. And I was doing the other show, of course, at the time, the Gen X podcast
Yep.
with Keith and Skinner.
Right.
Yep.
And it's like, it's not that hard to put together. It's back when we first started talking about it, we imagined, man, you have to have all this equipment and all
Right.
this and that. Well, that's never going to happen. It was
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
a pipe dream
Yeah.
thing or whatever. And it's just like, now any fool could record themselves and put it out there
Yeah.
for free. So it's like,
And truth be
let's
told,
just do it.
We've proven that 300 times.
That's right.
Truth
That's
be
right.
told, this never would have happened without you because
True.
we had talked about it for years.
Right.
Because Dean and I were pretty early to listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yep.
I mean, I'm talking like when my oldest and your, like when
Real
Carter,
little.
we're little. We were both listening to podcasts.
Right.
And I remember having conversations with you about, wouldn't it be fun to do one like that? And we talk about it. We talked about it for years.
Yep.
And it took probably a good close to a decade before you were like, let's just, let's do it. And without you being that forced to just be like, it's not hard, let's just fucking do it. We
also-
never would have done the work to figure out,
Right.
how do we...
Well, not only just-
And again, it's not a lot. It's just... but we
Not
wouldn't
only
have
that, but
done
like,
it.
would we have kept up with the editing and
No.
the
No, we would have done it
weekly?
one time, and we were like,
Right.
I spent 20 hours this week
Right.
on getting this up. Like, no, we're never doing this again.
And also you have to think of that in that same time period. What really helped us and what really kept us going was COVID. Mm-hmm. Because our idea was like, we'll get together once a week.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done.
That's
it.
hard
we
to
couldn't
do.
have kept that.
And we
In person, yeah,
we
that's
could have
hard to
certainly
do.
done it a few times, but it would have gotten to the point where we're like, okay, like
Once a
when we
month.
get together in person,
We can do it.
there's a lot of before hanging out.
Yep.
There's probably even more after
whole night,
hanging
yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a whole night.
And and that's a good thing because we're
Sure.
friends and we like being around
Right.
each other. But we all have families and obligations, and the idea that once a week
Right.
we're out,
So-
together out too late and doing whatever is probably not super realistic.
Right.
So in that
makes sense.
idea, COVID forced us to start doing
Yeah,
it
to
through
explore,
video,
yeah.
Yeah.
just like it did everybody.
Yeah.
And I
We had
think,
to explore other ways to do it.
and then we realized, this is how we need to do it, and it worked perfectly for us. And so yeah, I think COVID helped us where we are now.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean,
God bless COVID.
Well, we started during COVID. I mean, we began during COVID.
Yeah,
But
we did the first
but
episode
we
and
did
and-
because I think our
Correct.
plan was to meet, and then we were like, it'd just be a lot easier to jump on a call
Yeah,
and do
COVID
it.
happened
And
like
plus,
the week after.
during.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we started in October, when COVID was in full. COVID was in full swing by the time we started.
No.
Yeah, because we started the October following the February or March that COVID really
He's
shut
right.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We did not start.
We took.
before
We were
COVID.
like. We were sort of
in
like.
COVID.
We were sort of leery about doing it. We said, let's take a chance. Let's do it. And
Yeah.
then somebody got sick. I think Megan maybe got sick with COVID after that or something
'Cause
like that. They were
yeah.
like, man,
that
we
was,
can't really.
You guys had the birthday party and then you had to call off because
It was 2020 October.
So yeah,
Wow.
but
Yeah,
we.
I mean, all I know is I was really drunk on this first episode.
well, we did. I mean, that was part of it because also at that time with COVID, it was so up and down. I mean, the regulations on it and things. I mean, they were ever changing. So you really. Yes, we got together because we were all like, it had been going on for several months at that point.
Right.
And I think that was the initial plan. But then it was like with
Okay.
people getting, I think that you're right. Yeah, with people getting sick, we were like, it probably just makes more sense. And then we don't have to all take that extra time to drive to somebody's house. We can record remotely, and it worked out really well. And we found the app that worked for us, and the audio sounded good. So but I remember it was kind of when we started. It was COVID was in full swing. I remember we just we were like, let's do this thing.
My memory is not.
Yeah.
I guess the best there.
Yep.
What else you got?
I always enjoy the convincing Christmas episodes.
Yeah.
Those are always
They were
fun.
good.
Yeah.
Festive. Going back to like the first one or two we didn't have headsets yet. We were just talking into our phones.
Yeah.
Right.
But those first couple, we were just a little extra merry, if you will.
I remember the one where Nick didn't join. It was you and I.
I have that on here too.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite episodes.
But I have the episodes where there were a few that you and I did.
Yeah.
And there was a couple good ones, and there was some vampire topic we got on, or
Yeah,
something
it was
vampire game show or
it
something.
was a reality.
It was Bachelor Vampire.
Bachelor, yeah.
It was a game show concept that one of us came up with. We were talking about that. That was a lot of fun.
That was
And then that episode you're talking about, we had just got the headsets.
Yeah, because I
And Nick
remember
you weren't available.
it was one of the first.
And we were just like, we're just going to shoot this and not have any agenda.
And I didn't have like the whole setup that I had, and it was one of the first comments we got in Facebook, YouTube, wherever, and it was telling me not to rock my chair because like I was sitting there like leaning back and holding the phone and just fucking rocking, and I was getting drunk. We were just him and I bullshitting.
Yeah.
And that was the first comment is, you shouldn't rock your goddamn chair so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's
Thank
making
you,
everybody
anonymous
dizzy.
listener.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
the feedback.
Yeah.
But that was good. It just
Yeah.
I remember I had the huge COVID
Right.
beer back then, and we just just sit shooting the shit.
Yeah.
But both of we've had, and then of course
Yeah.
you guys too. Everybody's
we did that
we've
live
done-
one, you
we've
and
done
I, that
different
were-
combinations.
That's where the Polar Post came from.
Polar Post.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we've had I like that we've found some of my favorite. Like, I mean, we obviously do our Mount Rushmores and things like that, but I like the one we've added the musical ones and when we listen to different music.
Yeah,
Those are some of my favorite episodes when we
remember
all
the-
rank things and stuff.
We
like
never
that.
got to the country music.
Yeah,
That
we
was,
did.
did we
We
get
did
to
do
country
the
music?
music. Yes, we did.
We did the top 10 that
Boy,
particular
you really?
week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you have any memories at all, let alone favorite ones. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we
I don't know why that
We
is.
did the top 10. That was not that long ago. Actually, that was about a month or so ago.
No, actually, no. Once you said it, now I
It
remember.
literally was not far off from
Yeah,
it. It
I
was
remember it now.
within the last couple.
Yep. I have guests. We've had some good guests on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
I think we
physicist Tim.
had astrophysicist Tim.
Yep.
And I asked him the other day. He's like, we should have you on. He's like, you just have to ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
all
we
right.
need to have you
Yep.
back
He's
on,
been great.
Tim.
Yes. Keith Porter's been one of my favorites.
Keith.
I've always
Keith's
enjoyed
always a
having
great
Keith
guest.
on.
And there's been a lot
Yeah.
of things happening in the world of UFOs. So
Yeah.
Tim might
Absolutely.
be a good
He would
one to
bring
join
back.
back.
Yeah. What's your cousin?
Oh, yeah.
Scott. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been on a couple times. He was good.
Scott did that. we had the brewer master. I think
Joey.
at the time.
Joey
I
was
really
on.
enjoyed Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Your
good.
dad was a great episode.
That was a fun.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite episodes. I mean,
Sure.
obviously the bias, but
Yeah.
that was, we were live all together. He was
That
the
was
only
cool.
guest we've had
Yeah.
in
true.
a live setting.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I have Nick's many impressions.
I was about to say that.
I was actually,
yeah.
I was like, not like, oh wow, like I can't believe. No, but it's like Nick has some actually very good impressions. I have on my list here mainly Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, Paul Stanley, one of my favorite Nick impressions, and of course the
Oh,
great
yeah.
Barry Gibb. Of course.
Barry
Yeah.
Gibb's
Barry
the
Gibbs.
best.
Barry Gibbs.
Barry
probably
Gibbs was the
yeah.
best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Nick
Arnold
always
is
gets
the
a
one
lot.
I practice the mouse. That's the one that I'm constantly doing, and we practice it. I'm using it in everyday life with the children and friends and things like this. But yeah, Barry Gibbs the highlight. That's forever number one.
And what's fun about those is you're not doing Barry Gibb. You're doing.
I'm doing Jimmy Fallon doing Barry Gibb
Gibb.
on the Barry Gibb talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is my Barry Gibb.
That's
impression.
great.
Yeah, I also, I'm a big fan. While we're on impressions, I do love Dusty Rhodes every time. Every time
Yeah.
Dean pops out Dusty Rhodes, man, that's brings a smile to my
Go
face.
ahead.
Because Death the Road is the man. Death the Road is the man coming in to the podcast every day. He gonna come and give you everything you want, baby. He gonna give everything you need. Cause Dusty Rhodes is the working man for you. Oh, look at you, baby. Baby's coming on here with the shirt and the hat, looking all spiffy and shit. God damn, baby. Dusty Rhodes is all set for today.
That's because Dusty Rhodes is the marketing.
I love the high voice coming up in me and get me all in the feels, right where it feels real nice, baby. Love that voice, the voice of a generation, baby. I mean, the key to Dusty Rhodes is just saying "baby" every three fucking words,
baby.
Yeah.
I'll work on an impression. We'll do an all-impression episode.
Hey, you're
like
pretty
it.
close to Barack Obama. Remember when I tried to do a Brian impression and turned into Barack Obama?
Go ahead.
Well, it sounded a bit like this. Here we are. Episode 300 was not an easy milestone to get to, but as the Gen Xer here on the podcast, proud to say that, well, I'm very proud to be with you gentlemen here today. As
Brian Obama is the
Good.
best.
That's good. I like it. I like it. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Alice told me, she goes, you know what? You have two emotions, 1 and 1.5.
That is so accurate.
That is very good. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Let's strive for that, man. It's not easy. It is not easy.
Oh, shit. That
When
is
you
like
give him a
not
gift,
easy.
you have to watch just for like a twitch in his eye to see if he was happy about it.
Yep.
I only tell shitty jokes just to get him mad. It's the only other reaction we can get.
Yeah, it has. It's been a fun 300 episodes, and we're coming up on fucking 6 years of doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, this fall it'll be 6 years. So it's been a lot of fun.
Do you guys have any? I know we do it every week, and we have a list that we need to talk about. But anything that you wanted to do that you thought was a little far out? I got mine in with the cartoons and the dirty stuff last week. I think a lot of my stuff is I watch like old videos that just kind of trigger thoughts and ideas, right? Like I was upstairs on our break, and I was watching clips from it was Three's Company. Why it's in my feed, I don't know. I don't care. But have we ever done like that? Like our favorite 70s or 80s? You know what I mean? Keep it in decades TV shows?
No, we did.
Not under this format because so we used to do the format of everybody brought in their own personal Mount
And
Rushmore
just talked
for
about
5,
those.
and
Yeah.
then that was it. Here's my 5. Here's your 5.
Right.
Here's your 5, and that's 15 things to talk about. And then I think we switched the format to something that's I think a little better because it encourages our conversation to fight for what we believe is at least top 3 that belongs to have a spot. So I don't think we've done anything like that in that form. That would be interesting because for me personally, like being the youngest one, I only had to come up with 5. 70 shows is a reach. 3 I could do.
3 could do.
I could
3
do
can do
3.
almost any topic.
Yeah, yeah.
do
You
three.
you can pick 3 things of just about anything. So like I think it's that is an interesting thought. I would definitely do that.
Yeah, for sure.
And certainly as we get into the 80s and 90s, I've got way
Right.
more. But yeah, like 70s,
And when
60s.
you have more,
Thanks to Nick at Night, I
it's
can
a
at
little
least come
rough.
up to 3.
It's a little rougher when you get into the more you know, because
Yeah.
then you're like, shit, I love so many of them. For Nick, it's like for the 70s, you're like, well, I've heard of these 3. I liked them, like A-Team or A-Team's 80s, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, if he's heard of 3 70 shows, that's it. That works for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that for sure. We did like favorite black and white shows. We did.
Yep, we
You
did.
know,
Yep,
of course,
that's
that would
right.
be older, but yeah, we could.
And have we
definitely do
ever
that.
done our ultimate actor? We had to have. Like that seems like something
We have done actors, I believe.
Yeah, we've done actors and actresses,
Okay.
I think we have. Yeah.
but not the
Not
not
this
more the
format,
debating type format, the
Right,
convincing format, if
Right.
you will. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any funniest moments that you could think of?
When I think funniest moments, I don't know what listeners are finding funny, but when I think the funniest moments, I honestly think of the times where, like, I'm crying. Like, I'm literally crying from laughing. And the majority of those is Barry Gibb. Barry Gibb has made me cry more than I think anything else.
Thank you very much, Dean. It's very kind of you to say that. But truthfully, if I'm going to bring tears to your eyes, I'd prefer it to be through song or through my actions of love for you.
What I want is, if somebody can do animation, to have Nick's impression of having Barry Gibb and Paul Stanley argue with each other over, like, breakfast. You know what I mean? Over, like, this something very simple.
Yeah.
I like it. That's good.
Paul Stanley will absolutely order vodka and orange juice. Vodka and orange juice. Oh, yeah.
Because I think what caught me off guard was, like, when he very first did Barry Gibb. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
We weren't expecting it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
was
remember
good.
even what we were talking about.
Right.
But you busted out and just fucking kept going and had me fucking dying laughing.
Yeah.
Laughing?
Laughing.
I like to laugh.
I like that it made a new word. I appreciate that.
It's so
that's
funny.
really good. Yeah.
I had to create a new word.
Yeah.
For me, it was, I have this picture of us laughing on the website even today. But it was like we were teasing. It was something about wrestling, and then it got into comparing, like, your sex life, something like that.
30 minutes.
And then Nick's like, 30 men enter, 1 man leaves. That struck me.
Yeah.
I just lost it.
Yeah.
All of it. I think because I lost it, you guys lost it extra hard. I think,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that was pretty good. That picture of us laughing so hard.
Yes.
I love that. It's one of my all-time favorite moments.
Yeah.
That was like a couple minutes. We just couldn't continue for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause-
Yeah. God, there was something that happened a couple weeks ago on the call. I can't remember what it was. It was something you said, and that I think it's hard for me to pin down a single moment. It's more of like the interactions.
Right.
Certainly, like it's been a long time thing that we laugh at when you know, it's become a when Dean says something that is so outlandish and over the top, and then you're. You know, it's just like very, okay, all right. Here's
Get
what
it
we're
over
doing.
with. Stop it.
I always
Enough.
enjoy those, but yeah, there was something. I feel like it was something after the call. It was like a couple weeks ago that was said, but yeah, it's hard to narrow down. I mean, just knowing you guys for so long and doing this, it's the interaction. You looking at my dick or?
Well, now I am. I'm seeing where your beer case was because I ran out over here.
Oh, I'm over there.
Oh, you're way over there.
Yeah.
All right.
But no, just I mean, yeah, I think the chemistry between us overall, it's like I said, we do this every week, and a lot of the stuff starts to kind of run together after a while and things like that. But I mean, like, there's just it's just always an enjoyable experience. We're always busting out laughing at some point every week. So
and it's not even doing this. Like when the three of us, that's what makes this so good. Is that when we get together outside of doing the show, we all end up laughing our asses off and making these same jokes, and we have these same, maybe we don't have the same structure of the conversations, but we still have the conversations about the topics.
Yeah.
You know, that's what brought us here. You know, some of these, you know, having these different nerd pop culture topics. It wasn't just like we got together and said, what should we make a podcast about? No, the nerd and pop culture thing was already there.
Yeah, yeah.
We just put it into a show form.
Yeah.
Well, and we hope you guys find it somewhat entertaining.
Sure.
If you don't,
And if you don't,
we're
we
having
do.
fun anyway.
So it's fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
But there are
Not that we don't care, you know, but we. Yeah.
well, that we can mention that, right? You know, it is weird to think. You know, we don't have. You know, we don't have a lot of listeners out there, but the ones we do appreciate.
Absolutely.
And it's really wild to think that, like, even if there's one person in Germany listening, or one person, you know what I mean, outside the country
Yeah, for sure.
listening, that's wild to me. that there's one human being on this earth in
Japan, China, India,
that has heard us
Ireland.
I can't say that
Canada.
they liked us,
Yep.
but they've heard us. Like they stopped to listen to us.
Yeah.
That's wild, and that's very cool.
Even if we're your white noise, that's cool.
Right? If
Yeah.
we're the YouTube video you turn on to fall asleep, cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always just found that very fun. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's cool to be able to reach somebody
Yeah.
elsewhere in the world.
If
That's
it's not a
very
lot,
cool.
if it's just one person, that's very neat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You look up the stats sometimes. It's like, oh, one person in Bangladesh. This is not even a joke. Like Bangladesh
Yeah.
finds the website. Okay.
cool.
What did they do? They could have looked up for 10 seconds, but somebody found it, and it's like, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's super rad.
Yeah.
It's been very cool doing 300 episodes with you, gentlemen. And it's been very cool doing 300
Yeah,
episodes for anyone who is listening or watching this right now. So,
Absolutely.
Thank you to anyone consuming this for 300 episodes. As always, we appreciate, as we continue forward, you telling friends or loved ones, anybody you think might enjoy this podcast, or you just think one of us has a really nice voice, maybe. It's Brian, probably.
Yes, not
and
me.
you'd like to hear more of that. He does a lot of the talking and the introducing of the topics, so send them our way. Be sure to engage with us on all of our social media accounts. You can find links to them by going to Google and typing in Convincing Idiots Link Tree, and there you can find those links. So like I said, be sure to engage with us in any way. We appreciate that. Tell friends. You can find that information and even more on our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. This has been episode 300 of Convincing Idiots. I'm Millennial Nick.
I'm Zennial Dean.
Gen X Brian.
Have we convinced you for 300 more of these? Maybe three? Three. You can sign on for. They can sign on for three.
3.5.
300's a lot. It's a big commitment, I understand, but 3 is doable. You can do 3. Let's do 3. Let's start there.
Remember that time I showed you guys my dead toe now that fell off?
And we replaced it with your head on Instagram. That was fucking weird.
I had a picture.
I think it's a shirt on the fucking website.
I don't think we did that. We wouldn't do that.
You should.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Hi, this is Millennial Nick, along with Gen X Brian and Zennial Dean. Hey, if you liked that video, which we really hope you did, you should like and subscribe. That would be great.
Ham gravy.
All right. Test.
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 You are wrong.
I am wrong.
You are wrong because you were an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we have convinced you successfully that you are wrong.
Unfortunately, you don't have to convince me.
But you didn't at first, and now he does. Now he's convinced. So
I'm now convinced
Right.
I'm an idiot.
Perfect. Let's see what it
that's the
sounds
intro,
like.
I think.
I like it.
Oh.